Okay guys, welcome back to the Fox Body Duffy's channel. And you guessed it, we're going to be doing a fuel filter change today. Basically just to show you where this at, I'm going to kind of pan out. Drop down, you can see the rear axle there. We're on the passenger side. And you just look straight up underneath the rear floor pan, and there it is right there. You can see the hose coming in from the fuel tank, and then it going back out eventually all the way down to your engine. Okay, so just a few things I'm going to be using. Gloves. Now if you're working with fuel, trusty fire extinguisher. I got it kind of chalked under here with some blocks, and my jack is behind it, can't really see. Got my tools, some pliers, a set of wire cutters I'm going to be using to cut some zip ties that were in there from the previous owners, and just a flathead, pair of vice grips, and some shop towels. And you can see there in the back, that's the new fuel filter. So this video is probably going to be cut into segments. I don't want to get any fuel on the camera or in my face for that matter. Basically it's as simple as pulling out those plastic clips I'm going to show you later. That's on my new fuel filter. And that clamp, basically it's like a hose clamp that surrounds like a metal shroud around the fuel filter that kind of loosens it up so you could slide it out of like a little canister. So pop those clips out, you pull the lines out, loosen up that hose clamp, and it'll slide right out. Put the new one in. A bunch of fuel is going to dump out, don't worry, it's normal. If it just keeps gushing out, that's why I have vice grips. You can plug off the line until you get the new one in. Okay, so we got the old one out. Basically these are the clamps I'm talking about here. These little plastic clamps you'll pull out over the line, and then you'll just pull the hose off of each side. Just keep in mind when you put this new one in, you see a little arrow right there. It says flow. Just make sure that's going, it's going to flow towards your engine and not go reverse back into the tank. These are designed to filter one way. So just make sure it's going in the right way when you put the new ones in. These are just caps to protect it, so I'll pull these off, put the new lines in, and I'll clamp it back in, and I'll show you a little bit of video of the finished product. Okay, we're back. You can see the new Fram fuel filters in place. And I got the line on both sides. See if I can zoom in a little for you. There you go. Okay, so basically when you put the new one in, you'll put it inside this little holder here, this little sleeve. And I just went ahead and tightened this down first. That way it's easier to put the lines in. You don't have a problem trying to hold it and shimmying it back and forth. Just go ahead, tighten it down, then you can throw your lines on. Basically these hoses here come with like a slotted tip there. Kind of hard to see, but there's little slots here that these plastic clips will slide into, and it just holds the hose from falling back off. That's basically all it is. On the other side here, you can see my clip is kind of on from the top down because I had a couple notches missing, so it's not a big deal. You don't have to worry about replacing the hose. As long as there's some notches in there, you can still hold the line in place from the top down. It'll just be a little bit harder to pull the clip out when it's time for another filter, but overall this project was pretty easy. What you want to do is go ahead and you can start it up or just get the fuel pump going, and make sure you don't have any leaks before you pack up shop. Make sure you have a bunch of shop towels before you take the old one out, because you're going to have some fuel spillage everywhere. So I give this project maybe about a half hour to an hour tops. It's pretty easy. It's probably easier than an oil change. One of the easiest things you could do to the car. Just pull the lines out, put the new one in, plug it in. That's as simple as that. Alright, and hopefully this baby will be running better. I know for a fact that this original one is the one that was in there before this one was probably the original. Let's go check it out. Okay, there it is. You can see pretty rusted up. Looks like the original fuel filter. You can still see some fuel coming out. And it does hold a lot of fuel, believe it or not. But if it looks like this, it's probably the original one. I can't even see maybe a stamp there or something, but yeah, she was due for sure. So good luck guys, stay safe, make sure you got a fire extinguisher. We'll see you for the next Fox Body video. Take care.